I'm gonna let you give us the intro.
Oh God, right now.
Yep.
So we are here today at REVO, Tea and Performance, working on our off-season strategy for staying resilient to injuries and getting stronger. Dane
She says while Dane pokes her in the leg.
testing my limited hamstring mobility. Which is really bad now because we didn't rip row for like months, and then we did it in the clinic, trying to be perfect.
Lots of hamstring stuff.
Yeah. Straight off an airplane to trying to rip row perfectly.
What are you feeling, Dane?
A little restriction in the hips, a little tight. Hamstrings tight. That's great.
We've been talking about blood flow restriction therapy again. You want to just kind of overview what we discussed?
Totally.
Because it sounds like we will probably be doing a certain amount of that this off season.
Yeah, I think that would be a great addition to the off-season program. So blood flow restriction training is a way that we restrict venous return, say in the arm or in the leg, when you're doing on-the-bike work, squatting, bench pressing, etc. And traditionally we need to use weight that is very, very heavy to actually promote strength change. And with blood flow restriction, we can use a weight that's, say, 20% of your 1 rep max to promote hypertrophy, which is muscle mass, strength gains, VO2 max improvements, etc. It's a really interesting technology and great if you're on the road.
So basically, instead of having to go to a gym where you have heavy weights, you can use much lighter weights and have a similar effect.
Exactly.
Okay. So it sounds like we will probably be doing that. And you can do this both on the bike as well as strength work off the bike.
Totally.
Okay.
Totally. Low intensity intervals on the bike can be as effective as high intensity intervals on. So we're not breaking down muscle tissue, we're not overstressing the nervous system. We're getting a really big bang for the buck. You are going to know you did something. Certainly while you're doing it, you know it. It is painful for sure. But with more increased frequency, you can accommodate to that.
Okay. So the last time we came here to REVO, we did a video of doing some blood flow restriction training, and so we will link to that because it was pretty funny. We were doing like body weight squats and crying more or less, so we'll link to that up there. We were very red. We looked like we might have been crying and sweating.
A lot of hammy, but that's tight.
We've got, how many degrees of flexion do we have here?
Yep. 40.
40.
40.
What's the goal?
Approximately 90. There's a piece of rebar in Mackie's calf right there.
How I feel. Yeah, that feels tight.
I'd say the main thing I feel doing squats is exactly, and then I end up rounding.
Yeah, I can see like the tiniest little butt link at the bottom, right, when your pelvis rotates.
Yeah,
That's what I. Let's actually try like just a tiny bit more stance. Okay. And see if that changes what you feel.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I just didn't know. I didn't know if I should. So I can wider. I can be slightly wider.
Yeah, wider the shoulder width is totally fine. And the same way that when we bring your knee up to your chest, it's like a little tight here, and then out here, that's way more. What do you think, Sid? Like, how's that feel for the? Okay. Let's just look at a couple hydrants. Let's just do like 10 on each side, and then we're gonna go back to the squat. Here's what I want you to think about. Is trying to have this distance stay the same, so not right. You feel like you're kind of opening up. Yeah. Easier said than done. So instead of this,
So Dane, talk me through real quick.
Yep. So we're trying to get Sid winding up some external rotation torque
Okay.
from her glutes a little bit.
Okay.
We're gonna help set her pelvic position a little bit better so we're not overextending.
So not
Squat.
arching the back.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, that's better.
So how deep?
How deep do you want to go?
Yeah, like,
We want to get to 90 at the knee. So
Okay.
hip crease should be at about the level of the knee. We don't necessarily have to go deeper than that.
okay.
We certainly don't want to go deeper than that if we're rotating the pelvis
Okay.
back the opposite direction. I mean, I think the front squat looks better. If it feels better. Yeah. Okay. And I'm like locked on here. Okay. Putting quite a bit of tension on the bar. Yep. That's going to help brace. Okay. Your midsection a little bit. Okay. Let's just explore the depth here. Yeah. Wide your hands. Lock the shoulders. Like that. Yep. So I mean that looks good. I don't see any of the wink.
I've been trying to just stop before I'm going to wink, basically.
So let's try just a little bit more stance. That looks better. Feels better.
For deadlift is trying to break the bar. So
Yeah,
the,
trying to wind up external rotation torque on the bar. My
Okay.
arm should be moving out.
Yep.
I'm also doing that with my feet. I'm screwing my feet into the ground.
which you could also think about like pushing your knees out.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm thinking about pushing the ground away from me, not necessarily just pulling the
Okay.
weight.
You're not lifting the bar, you're pushing the ground away. Okay. Can we talk big picture while we're waiting for her to finish?
Totally. Yep. So first 12-week block will be heavy squat, deadlift, upper extremity strength with occasional agility stuff. So thinking like box jumps,
Okay.
more lateral agility things. I think then moving toward race season, that second or maybe third block, depending on how long we go with heavy strength, is 1 day of deadlift or squat, whatever variant we decide is working the best.
Okay.
With more strength endurance stuff, which is super enduro specific.
So not quite as heavy, but more of them.
More, think more of like metabolic conditioning. So you're redlining something like a kettlebell swing, then we're going back to some squats or something
Okay.
more strength based. That's more technique driven than maxing out
Okay.
the resistance.
Gotcha. Now we're gonna go play on the force plate. The way this thing works is it's measuring downward, side to side, forward, backwards force. And you can see right here on this screen that like when Dane steps on it, you're getting spikes on the screen. You can see them there. And then you can also see these green lines going up his leg as he pushes, and that shows the direction of the force. All right, analysis. All right, so Sid's doing, look up there, right as the maximum that she goes off, 973 Newton meters. Now he's gonna check the other leg and see what the difference is. All right, and then the two-footed one.
Can you watch my back?
You're measuring the max force that she's putting in on the takeoff.
Correct.
Okay. And then comparing right versus left sides.
Yeah, so we'll compare single limb and double limb, right versus left.
Okay.
Yeah. We expect to see a 10% difference right versus left.
It just seems improbable that my left side would be stronger.
That's why we measure.
That's why we measure. Tell me real quick, the summary again is one-legged, the left leg was stronger.
Left limb's producing a little bit
Producing
more
more
power,
power, yep.
when we're coming off of a single limb vertical jump.
Yep.
When we add 2 feet on the ground but only 1 on the force plate, there's a slight variant. 9% in the other direction.
So the right leg is doing more work on two-legged jumps.
Yep.
So it's not necessarily that the left leg is weaker, it's just that the right leg's taking over for a two-legged jump.
Yep. It's compensating a little bit more.
Which does, but it's still within 9%, so it doesn't matter. Or
Yeah,
it's still within
still normal.
10%. Mine were 2% different for the one-legged ones and 4% different for the two-legged
No, I
ones,
get it, like,
which once again falls into the
having a real
10%.
strength
So for both of us, there's like essentially means there's no strength difference because they say that within 10% they consider it even, and like if we test it again, we could even have it like swap the other direction.
We finished up at REVO. It is a lovely day in Boulder, Colorado. Somewhere around 39 degrees and raining. Gross. So yeah, I think that was a really good session. It was helpful to lay out a bit of a plan for what we're going to try to focus on this off season. We're still going to coordinate with our coach Mike to sort of figure out the bigger picture, but it's good to know the sort of strength and physiological weaknesses that we have and how we're going to address those. As we discussed with Dan, we don't love the gym. It's helpful, but we don't love it.
We don't love it.
So yeah, that's all for now, folks. Thanks for watching. If you're new, please give us a subscribe. We're gonna have more stuff about our off-season training as we start to ramp it up and get ready for 2019. In the meantime, be more awesome. Mackie has nothing to add.
Nothing to add.
Bye.